What's going on? I'm Dougie Barnard from the Golf Clan. Thanks so much for tuning into this video. What I want to talk about today is how Garrett Clark, through Good, has changed the landscape of golf YouTube forever. There's a lot to unpack in this video, but I promise we're going to jump right into it and waste no time here. So Garrett Clark is a social media genius. We all know that, and I don't need to spend any more words crediting how much of a genius he is. But let's rewind to before Good. So there was this group called Bro5, Brody Smith, Stephen Castaneda, Matt Scharf, and Garrett Clark, right? So they put out a few videos. They were going to be the next, I would say, Dude Perfect. They were on track at a very early stage, and then for business reasons, the group did not work out. Brody Smith had a split with Garrett and company. The reason that I started off this video by mentioning Bro5 is that there would be no Good without Bro5. And what I mean is that Garrett Clark, this was back whenever Bro5 was, several years ago, he already knew that the future of YouTube in golf was going to be challenges, it was going to be dynamic, it was going to be a cast of characters, a group, essentially, right? Now, if you really want to rewind, I mean, GM Golf was Garrett and Micah. So the kid has always had a group associated and attached with his content, almost from the very beginning, making content with his friends. And credit to Garrett for really just kind of knowing what the future of YouTube would be. Now, I say all this to lead up to Good, right? So Bro5 does not work out. What's next for Garrett? Well, after taking some time and some reflection, dealing with a lot of hate comments, he really learned from Bro5 and said, I want to give this another crack. Now it's time to start another group brand, but this time it's going to be different, right? This time it's going to be me and my tightest group of friends only, and it's going to be golf focused. So enter Good, and you know, they obviously have partnered with Matt Kendrick, and so from the very beginning they've been smart about forming this group. But my point is that Garrett was driving forward this golf group era. Like, he is the pioneer in my mind. I mean, comment down below if you disagree, but in my mind, Garrett is the pioneer of this golf group era. And Good is obviously as big and as popular as it is because it is a cast of characters. And it's very different than watching, let's say, Zach Radford go out and try to shoot his lowest score on 18 holes by himself. That's a different demographic, different viewer than the viewer that tunes into Good's channel. And the reason that Good has kind of changed the golf YouTube landscape forever is that recently, with Micah and Grant leaving Good, we saw that Garrett's influence is now impacting and affecting other channels, and it's really changed how those other creators, including Micah, including Brian Bros, including Busta Jack, how they approach content, which is group. Even though, let's say Busta Jack, even though it's the two of them, they've been teaming up with a whole cast of characters to do these YouTube golf championships. I mean, how about Micah and Grant? If we just start with Micah and Grant, almost immediately after leaving Good and the dust has settled, the content that they started making was big group content. Enter Bob Does Sports. Playing neutral, kind of not picking sides. We're just here to have fun and collaborate with whoever we want to in the space. And that was Garrett's influence. You know, he took Grant under his wing. He essentially, I don't want to overstate it, but he made Grant. He saw talent, brought Grant into his sphere of influence, brought him into Good, shared his social media knowledge, and then empowered Grant to kind of go and become his own creator, even though now it's independent of Good. Grant is practicing a lot of the lessons and principles I'm assuming that Garrett had instilled in him. And so the future of golf YouTube, as of right now, is group golf content. Comment down below, is this content that you enjoy? Would you rather watch a YouTube golf championships, you know, hosted by Micah Morris with a bunch of different creators playing 18 holes? Or would you rather watch a more serious 18-hole quiet video where it's just focused on the golf? I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I think those are maybe two totally different demographics for golf YouTube consumers. But Garrett has really driven forward, I would say, the more casual golf viewer. The viewer that's there for the golf, but equally there for the entertainment. And that's why Bob to Sports is doing so well. And that's why I believe all these other, Brian Bros creators are realizing, hey, we can be stronger when we band together. And we don't need to make anything formal. We don't need to have any legal documents signed. Let's kind of learn from Good in the sense of, hey, we're just going to collab, but we're going to do it often. We're going to do it in big groups, and we're going to provide an entertaining product, but we're still going to keep our independent channels going. So I credit Garrett for kind of driving forward this narrative, and you just see it reflected all across the YouTube golf landscape because, Micah left and then realized, hey, this whole group content's pretty dang awesome. It does really well, but maybe I want to do it with different creators and in a different way. And now you just see these YouTube championships pop up, and they're very good-like. So credit to Garrett, credit to him driving forward this space. He's going to continue to kind of, I believe, be at the forefront of YouTube golf. Obviously, you can't talk about YouTube golf without mentioning Rick Shields and the fact that he hosted a YouTube golf day a couple years ago, I believe, and is planning on hosting another YouTube golf event later this year. But Garrett is really, I believe, maybe the most influential golf YouTube or golf social media person. Garrett and Rick, right there, two peas in a pod, just unbelievably talented people. So I hope you enjoyed this conversation today, really just talking about the future of golf YouTube. And again, drop a comment down below. Do you like where the YouTube golf space is headed? Or do you miss the more serious, quiet, solo type of videos that are just focused on the golf and they're less focused on providing an entertaining group dynamic? If you enjoyed this video, please slap that subscribe button. Again, I'm Dougie from the Golf Clan, and I enjoy talking about all things golf and social media, especially here on YouTube, and I'm really grateful that you're here. Make sure to connect with me on other platforms at The Golf Clan on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter as well. Look forward to hearing from you. See you in the next video.